Boy. Boy, oh boy. I am a tired lad. Right, grab my 3DS camera. We got some moida to do. Whew. Come. It takes almost like just long enough to be annoying. Hey Kaiser, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Just get these off the list. Oopsie. Okay. What the hell have I even got to do? Other than just, like, fucking everything. Open up my collector's Dual Blade sheet just to have that ready. Very unprepared. As is my natural state of things. Okay, just a Celtus. I probably want ice for, since it's desert, I would imagine. And they use water. Where are my, these? These will be helpful. I do have bug nets in this. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a ton of space, but I think this is... I'm sort of wondering if I should always eat for Explorer in order to try and get a lot of the more annoying stuff done while it's easier monsters. The problem being I can never remember what the Explorer eat is. There. Yes, 2 skills I don't have max, so I probably should do it while it's less annoying monsters, so I don't have to deal with reduced health, because that will suck. I think I can ditch the Psycho Serum for right now. Maybe. Maybe I shouldn't have done. I don't think Desert Celtus is really going to be terribly too much of a pain in the butt in terms of moving, but maybe I'll be horribly, horribly wrong. I'm also hoping here, while I'm in G, that the game is kind and actually gives me the worn weapons. Since I didn't get them at any point in high rank. And I would kind of like them, if possible. While it is, like, doable that the challenge can be done without them, it will feel nicer to have them done. And also, like, I did put in a shitload of effort to mine all of the earth crystals, so, like, please. Don't let the earth crystals go to waste, game. That's gonna suck. Hey, Mace. How you doing? Welcome. Sealtus. Hello, Sealtus. Oh, okay. I really did not think it would hit that. For some reason. What's the sub on this? There isn't one. go. You are sadness in heart. Okay. I will take that to mean that you are mildly perturbed if you can't play Lies of P. Not mildly, you've been looking forward to it. I mean, if you limited it to 30 FPS, maybe, but I can understand if you don't want to do that. Possible, but you can always get it on console, right? Interrupt? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not really doable. That's a sucker. Then you can't stream to your friend. Is that what you were gonna do? Yeah? Is that why it was having like low FPS, or was that when you were doing it without? Hey Summers. Welcome. How are you? Several new games in your library. You should not have to worry about pondering nothing to do. Also made the mistake of watching Elden Ring content. That's the thing you are. I mean, you're pondering what to do, not the fact that you have, like, nothing to do, right? I think I needed the Crushing Fangs. I can't remember if I needed Fangs or Claws, but I'll be able to find out after this quest. Hello. You have Lords of the Fallen now. You have my deepest sympathies. I'm sorry for your loss. We're on a Souls binge. You have no souls. Yeah, that's the shit thing about buying a console and then buying games for that console, then getting rid of that console. And you want to play stuff again, yeah, nice. Soon you'll also have regret. That is very true. What did you miss about Lords of the Fallen? It's dog shit. I wasn't able to refund that game. And I made it so that Steam removed it from my account. Because I didn't even want to have the blight of owning it on my fucking record. After I had played it. And I only played it for like fucking 3 hours. before I hard quit because it was so bad. Wasn't everybody and their mother praising it for the last 2 weeks? Unless they made the game from the ground fucking up. Genuinely, that game was so bad it could not be fixed without entirely being remade. Am I not thinking of the same game? Am I thinking of something else? I am? Okay. Is Lords of the Fallen the one with the dude with the shotgun on the cover? What's the one that I played? Lantern Souls? Yeah, no, that game was dog shit. It felt horrendous, like the mechanics felt bad. No, genuinely, Summers, like it felt bad to play. Like your character did not react to your movement properly, the level design was atrocious. Reworked a lot. I even have it marked as never recommended to me. Yeah, no, that was the one. I remember killing that boss. That had terrible hitboxes. I mean, cool. If they listened to people and improved it, that's really nice. That's good stuff. I don't generally like to be overly harsh on stuff if I can avoid it. At least previously, the way the movement felt in that game was like it was a student project. Except full price and made by a company that should have had relatively good backing. Can I have your opinion when you play it? Yeah. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's been greatly improved. I truly do. I still won't touch it myself, but it would be nice for the people who enjoyed it already or might enjoy it in the future. need gunpowder. Do this infernal quest. That Rajang really messed me up there in terms of getting my calves and stuff in. Really fucked me over a lot. Hopefully with the combination of paralysis and ice here, I'll be able to make one of these Cephadromes weak quite quickly. And that will help with speeding this quest up. Because the worst part of it is when they're both in the same area and you kind of can't do anything about it. Let me mark this one, so I know what one it is that I'm attacking. So that will help a lot as well. Since I don't have paintballs. Well, there's a Souls-like if you want to play one, Mace. If it's been reworked, a lot of people are really enjoying it. There you go. It's only like 20 quid as well, if I remember correctly. The thing I just peeped. Although, to be fair, it probably won't run on your laptop, because it did run like shit on my PC before as well, despite the fact it had no reason to, because it didn't even really look fantastic. It's on a 60% discount, the sole reason you got it. Well, that's... You want license fee? Well, then you're going to have to purchase it. Full price. On your console. No reason, Sekiro. Your brain really does not do a good job of remembering the misery it had, huh? You got Enshrouded, Far Cry 4, Fallen. Enshrouded rings a bell, but I can't remember what it is right now. Is that the new Hello Games game? You want to stream Liza P? Tough titties, dude. Fucking deal with it. Sorry. Hey, Human Harvest, how are you? Oh, you know, I'm alive. Cool my head a bit, not really. Fantasy survival thing, it's a bit ago. Is it in early access? What is small land? Oh, I need to put that on my wish. Remind me again about 9 souls when I've completed this quest, Dawn. Welcome, by the way. Hello. I really need to put that on my wish. Yeah, you think? Okay. I think that might be the Hellos game. How are you, human animals? You need to make me like blueprints. This I have heard about a lot about this from my partner in the last few days. That doesn't really sound like the type of game I would enjoy. Is that in early access or is that released? Because if it's in early access, it can't. Blueprints. Thomas? I just assume blanket at this point that whenever someone talks about a new game that it's just in early access. It feels like fucking everything is now. It's not? Okay. Then it is redeemed. Come the September. Erronshaw Day? Very nice. Very nice. Have fun. And your paladin. Mm-hmm. The good stuff. I don't know why I enjoy paladin. I think it's just the good old, like, sword and board, typical and clean looking armor that they have. You looked into getting a PC and you read numbers that were really high. Yeah, that's PCs. It hurts. It sucks. It sucks real bad. There is content till level 35, and you're far from it until level 10. You're already excited doing some raids and content? Nice, very good. I don't know if I've ever properly done everything in my life. I don't think I have, actually. I've done dungeons that have had like 4 or 5 people in them, but I don't think I've ever done a raid. That's gonna be a weird thing if I ever get to it in RuneScape. Doubt I will, if I ever do. Have I seen the movie Epic from 2013? No, I haven't. I've never even heard of it, in fact. Survive. Based on the fact that it's called Small Land and Human Harvest also mentioned Grounded, I am assuming it is a either shrunk down to small size or just very little people thing. Very, very little people. Always a fun one. They're like microscopically tiny. Spend half on that road. Sure. I mean, the only time you should really ever get a piece, in my opinion, is if you are going to stick with pieces. I think. Want to be too tiny for human problems? I mean, you just have tiny human problems at that point, right? Most studios are on Steam at this point. Yeah, even the consoles. Games. There's a few that aren't, but it's few and far between, right? It's basically just Nintendo. Found a tree that can lightning bend? Kill its enemies. Are you talking about in Small Land? No, in real. Okay. Honestly, for a double Cephadrome, this quest has gone incredibly well so far. I've been very, very lucky here. Pretty chill quest. What is otherwise kind of a pain in the butt. Pain in the butt. The ice damage really helps. I think the paralysis has been no worth as well. Further consoles, then more stable performance in the ult. Yeah. Problem is, unless you buy both consoles every generation without selling the other one, you're going to run into the scenario that you've run in here, right? Where you now have multiple games that you would have owned that you want to play that you can't play because they're on a console that you sold to get the console. You get the price for the console back, but the price of those games is just lost forever, right? Lesson I learned the poopy way when I moved countries. I had a bunch of games that I wanted to play. All of a sudden, on consoles that I didn't own anymore, so I sold them when I moved the first time. All my GameCube games. Want to play a whole bunch of them. I just gotta. That one coin to serve. Bonker bean cream. They have high internal productivity. Focus with a new build-up. Specializing ground all around them. Started boiling all the water and exploding. It's pretty sweet. Do they live in monsoon areas by any chance? Or just areas of high lightning conductivity? Because it just seems like a logical adaptation in that case, right? Keep themselves alive. Very clever. In the northern part of South America. I don't know if they have a lot of heat-based lightning. They probably do, right? Because equator. Sorry. How are you boys? It's good to have you. Don't know if I already said that or not. I'm not really all here today. With a week of holiday ahead of you? Oh yeah? Very nice. Very nice. Definitely gonna want something to do with me. In all that time. Let me go check Tetsukabra Ketchuwatcha weaknesses. I'm pretty sure both of them are weak to ice. I don't know right now, to be honest. I need piercing claws. I think I can get that from the lil crabs. The lil crabs. Little crab crabs. Forge armor. I want Tetsukabara. He is not weak. Ketchuwatcha is also not weak to ice. The Zooster. Yeah, I'll just do Emerald Congo then. Emerald Congo will be fine. Unless you got a pre-built PC, that wouldn't be enough time for a PC anyway. Not that I think that was a genuine consideration that you were going through, really, but yeah. I mean, not that short term, though, right? It's, lost. Because it's never just the cost of the PC, right? Unless you get a pre-built one, there's also like labor involved, and then you've got to buy the games on it, and you've got to get like a monitor if you don't have one, and other shit, all of that lot, all set up, which is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Unfortunately. Okay, if he's not in here. Oh no, he's gonna be in area 2. Yeah. That's where he always starts. At least I know where he goes afterwards, so if he's not in there, he'll be in the area with the bridge. Gives me time to get the hoppers here that I need. I wonder what quest it is that I need to do to trade the exploit wings. I think he might be just a little bit. No, he tapped. crisis time in this area was right at the cusp of its limit. Oh. Emerald Congalala still is Emerald Congalala and hits like a truck. Good to know. Nothing's changed. He's such like a kind of joke, but every time you face him in a new rank, he's like legitimately scary for a little bit. Guy does not fuck around. I should also not be subjecting myself to situations in which I get instant charged. But I want me full break, damn it. So he is chucking out a few more of them than I normally see him chuck out. Yeah, Where's... Should get antidote horned here, so I should be fine. Wonder how the family reunion goes with Emerald, Pink, Rashang, and Ketcher as friend of the family. It's gotta be a wee bit awkward, right? Rajang is definitely holding a position of power there. Not only is he just higher tier than the rest of them, but also they are all elementally weak to him. That's gotta be friggin' awkward. Rajang's like the self-made old man that the rest of them are like you know, related to and desperately trying to appease so they don't get some sort of draconian punishment inflicted upon them. Rajang does like to go into fisting time. They might not be a fan. That's the crappiest looking death. It didn't even look like he moved. You just frame one charged for like 2 pixels. Oh, the old games. They're so wonky. It's so fun. I should have brought some deodorant, really. It was silly of me not to. Because I couldn't heal. And that's the reason I died. More so than frame one charge, right? So I got stinkied. It really does feel like it. Really? Waiting for bosses to spawn. Is there people lined up? It happens sometimes. That's so good. Dude, to even be able to, like, replicate it to that degree is kind of insane. Ooh. That honestly made me jump in real life a little bit, because it came straight at the camera. You get there and some quote-unquote players are already fighting the boss or something you already experienced? No. It's such a wild concept. It's one of those things that's like so... It seems so crazy, but it's like so perfectly what so many people want, right? That experience of an MMO. But without the pressures that an MMO comes with. Your ability to play Baldur's Gate 3 for long times is fading. Oh no. You got a good run out of it though, right? At least? Am I okay there? Yeah. Way too often you wake up in the night for raids and shit. That's something I've never experienced. I feel like that's a part of, like, I guess being a younger gamer that I truly just missed out on, and I will never have again. I will never be able to attain it anymore. Because MMOs are just too time consuming. Can you get off the fucking mine already? There we go, thank fuck. It's way too tiring. Yeah. It's just one of those things like where it feels like such a cornerstone that a lot of people have experienced, right? I'm glad I didn't do it because, like, fuck me, that's horrendous. But also, like, I've definitely missed a shared experience that many have. In the MMO spheres. Yeah. See, that's the kind of thing where I'm like, I never would have experienced it anyway, though, right? I am not a guild gamer. Even in an MMO. Still a solo player. Hey. Even though I haven't really got anywhere necessarily in RuneScape, both RuneScape and Frontier are kind of my proof of that, right? Still a solo. Keep top spots to leaderboards. You guys who do that, you're built different, man. Raka, Crimmy is the same. Competing for top spots in Brighter Shores leaderboards, just locked in forever. It's the top 3. Oh, Dawn, thank you. Thank you so much. I had forgotten. 9 soul. I need to put it on my wish list so that one day in the future, when I maybe have any money at some point, some semblance of existence, I can buy one of the 31 things in my Steam wish list. In all likelihood. I probably hope. You like it more to play with? Keeps just doing raise without pressure. I just can never, it's just kind of like one of those things of like, you gotta know yourself sometimes, right? I require too much of a mixture of things to ever be able to commit to like one specific game. That long? Quest for me, buddy? No, is that? Like, I'll have my moments of lots of commitment to one thing, but it will never last long enough to the point where I could ever compete for like a top leaderboard type space thing, you know? Like, I was super pumped to play Brighter Shores for a long time. And I was really having a great ton of fun just cooking stuff away in the kitchen. And then I got to like level 50-ish and I was like, you know what? Of the 500 levels in this game, I think I've had my fun. And then I've basically not done anything. And then like recently I got like disgustingly into DBD for like a month, 2 months almost. Month and a half maybe. And completed like 100 of the 270 achievements in that time frame, and now I'm like, I'm kind of done unless I'm playing with some friends, I think. No, it's RuneScape. Which I just want to play all the friggin' time. It's Final Fantasy XIV. Star Wars The Old Republic. Gets a lot of people, right? Jealous of how good you are actually playing, okay? What do you mean, mate? Clocking half a century in old school in a week. I haven't put that much time in. I think, like, genuinely, the commitment of the streams really helps. Because even if I'm not having the most fun with something at a certain point in time, and I'm just, like, tolerating playing it at that moment, because I'm like playing it a little bit each week constantly, I get a long break from it and then it builds back up into being like, oh fuck yeah, I want to play this thing again. you can always go back to it, right? That's the thing, like I said with DVD and the achievements. In fact, you have a perfect breakpoint to stop at the start of Act 3. One of my biggest hesitations with Baldur's Gate, at least for myself, the reason why I haven't picked it up yet, is because of how long it takes. I don't really know if I want to buy a game like that takes maybe, you know, 200 hours, I don't know, to do one playthrough of. I have no idea what the playtime is on it. I put myself into I try and put myself into situations where I play things that can kind of stop and start. You know? With all the Monster Hunter titles, I'm safe on because I know that I've played them all so many times before. That it doesn't really matter where I stop and start on them, I can always pick back up. There isn't anything important going on in terms of story or whatnot. RuneScape's kind of the same. Doesn't matter, right? Kind of pick it back up again and then start going with a new goal that you set for yourself. Don't know about other things. For them, I probably just get through with the commitment of the streams. Fucking Fire on Echoes. Game has been a thorn in my side. Anytime I'm playing Celica in that game, I do not want to play the game. Not helped by the fact of the game doesn't feel very fair at certain points, and I'm not necessarily in the best brain juice space to deal with the feeling of that right at the moment. Get aggravated very quickly. What's so funny as well with Fire Emblem Echoes specifically is any time I've been looking up little bits of it online here and there, everyone's like, yeah man, this game's so easy. I'm like, this is the fucking hardest Fire Emblem title I've played. Can you even choose between? Oh no, you can. Maybe that's why everyone's having a fine time with it, because they're not on casual. They're on classic. They're not on classic, they're on casual. Man, this game's so easy if you don't try and keep all your people alive. That would actually make a lot of sense. You know, I think you might have cracked it there, Mace. Good point. Good point. Good point. Good funk. Good funk. Well, that wasn't very good. Just kilometers. I don't know, I think you can get flutterflies, but it has to be from up there. From this map. Or maybe from blue spots. Don't know. I'm scared about Berserk. I feel like he's the rough one to start here. I think is Tiger Stripe the urgent? Can't remember. I feel like you get more quests in this tier, but maybe. Can't recall for the life of me right now. I'll get Explorer on this one since it's just Tetsu's. Don't know if the Sunken Hollow has very good Explorer points, but puts me vaguely in the right area for them as well. It's nice. Actually, it might even put me in the right area if one of them spawns down here. Seems like it. I haven't been lucky enough to get an ancient shard yet. Maybe I have to wait for those latter maps again. Pure crystals is good. No cards, eh? I think I'm good on the Emperor Hopper front. In terms of the bug weapon, I'm probably going to need more in general. It's the flutterflies that I'm really concerned about, because I know that they are an arse. always nerf. Also keep an eye out for any good sharpness and handicraft necklaces that I get. So they'll probably become very relevant. Hey, you know what? It's Tetsu. You love this guy. Tetsu's so good. Tetsu's a great monster. I am scared about Berserk, though. Whenever I get to him, soonish, since I'm in G. He is kind of worrying. Oh god, that actually hit me. Please tell me he's leaving. That looks a lot like he's leaving, good. Okay, let me do that, eh? Okie dokie. I'll just leave then. I can see where I'm not wanted. Wouldn't really make that much difference if I just stayed. So I got to kill both of them anyway. Why not just stick to the one I've already weakened? Health regen, I do believe is a thing. Incredibly slowly, but... it might only be when they sleep. Good old terrain causes you to get hit. It was too wide for the walls, so he got shoved further in than he should have done there. That's why I got hit. For some reason, I was really expecting him to burrow into the ground like Agnac there. When he did that jump, that's why I kind of moved away again. Because I was like, oh, he's just going to burrow. I shouldn't go near him. I have no idea why that thought was in my brain. I was like convinced of it as well. I imagine I have the misfortune of requiring some paddock cream. Probably need like anywhere from 3 to 9 of it, I would guess. Okay, I'll heal again. Oh, goody. Okay, perfect, he's leaving. This one really does not want to be in the same area as the other guy, which is really bloody helpful for me. Otherwise I would be in some deep shit. Tetsu's weaker, but he's still the senior to Berserk and Drilltusk. Drilltusk is older, but Tetsu has more job experience. Definitely. He's the rock manager. Drilltusk might be older, but Tetsu's been handling rocks for more time. Like, Berserk is just, I don't know, pyromaniac, I guess. Just scary. Dude, this one is hell bent on following after me. Okay, I might just be dead here because of that. No, I got lucky. The edgy youngster who wants to see everything banned. Oh, true, yeah. Berserk is just it's not a phase map. Way more healing against these guys than I would have liked to have done. Not been playing very well at all. I understand why they don't do it for like map balance reasons. But Berserk really feels like it should be in Volcanic Hollow rather than Sunken Hollow. Access to those all firestones that early would probably allow you to get some pretty strong weapons. Dude, this is a multiple Tetsukaba quest. How is he not even injured? This is ridiculous. I'd understand if it was just one of them. There's two of the songs. How are you not dead already, my man? Thank fuck for that. Jesus. I'm under half of my healing supplies, though, which is not good. Pray that this one got all the fucking hit points, I guess. It's not how that works in this game, but... That guy's fucking massive. He is incredibly big, yeah. Isaac looks like a volcano living. He's trying to learn from Bracky. Yeah, exactly. Bracky's adopted. Pet frog, like some snakes have, you know? Pet frogs. Is it snakes? There's some animal that does it. I can't remember what. Spiders! Thank you. Although, funnily enough, considering his coloration, Tetsu looks like he should live in the volcanic as well. Got this friggin' breastplate, you're getting unlucky with drops. Done that. Yeah. I don't know the rate, but it's considered rare, right? Is it a boss that you're trying to get it from? Or just a normal boss? I think a boss, right? Because you were waiting for a boss. Yeah, it is. Yeah, what would rare from a boss be? Like 10%, maybe? Don't care about the spoilers that much. You do know what some of the bosses are dropping. I'm excited for the point in RuneScape where I can maybe like actually kill like a repeatable boss type monster to do some loot runs, you know? It feels like it would be fun. Let's see what I can manage to get myself. Would be a good time. feel like that's kind of the most fun part of like any MMO, right? At least in my mind, it's way up there in terms of the most fun parts. It's just the loot, the loot from bosses specifically, the effort into killing a boss and then the loot drops. The good shit. As much as I really love skilling in RuneScape, I actually quite like it. It's nice and chill. It's that excitement of killing an enemy, and every time you're like, oh, that's where it's really at. Nice. Good shit. I do also find something distinctly rewarding in MMOs and stuff, or just games in general, though, of building your own equipment, right? It doesn't come with the same excitement that it does for killing a boss and seeing what the loot drop is and stuff. But man, is it? It feels so like well and hard earned when you do something like that. To me, it is. Makes me feel good inside. Probably why I enjoy old school so much, because you can do both. Just do both, dummy. That is a lot of paddock tree. Nice. Hopefully I don't need any more of that anymore. This can't say we're kind of terrible. Gold Crown Large Tetsu, surprising no one. That boy was massive. He also stole all the fucking hit points, because the second one was way quicker. I do want to eat for Explorer here. This space, this Explorer is very good. Primal Forest. Get myself some, never mind. Just, eat for Explorer and then don't get Explorer. All is good. Fucking goddamn. I should have used the Gourmet. Oh well, I'm gonna have plenty of time to try and find this stuff. I gotta solo all of these quests first, and then obviously I need to farm the actual bits in of themselves. which I will attempt to do in multiplayer, as always. And at that point, we're doing rotations if we've got people for multi, and that's just going to mean stuff takes a lot longer, and I can have way more drops. The rate I'm going with these quests, I'm wondering if maybe I can even slip in a little bit of multi later on today. I can't remember if this quest list unlocks more when you get like halfway through it. I think it might. I think G3 is not G3. Sorry, G in general in this game is a wee bit awkward in that regard, in the sense that that happens in every single rank. In G3, it's kind of separate because this is a G special quest, but you technically unlock G3 and then G special separately. Definitely remember G2's got some shenanigans. Hunger. You know what, I'm just gonna miss that now. That forces him to not be up there. Should maybe be a bit careful with my health. I'm fine again now, thanks to that, but yeah. That actually hit me from all the way over there, huh? Interesting. I can't believe I'm already in G with this. So quickly. So quickly in G. Mad good. Did play a lot of it in a very small amount of time, to be fair. But still, crazy. Dead here. No, I'm not. Come on. Actually, a well-timed Mega Helical. God forbid. Oh, right. That was mighty confusing. They just switched. Floor break. There's the heads. So I just need the tail now. And And then for the other one, it doesn't matter as much, but I mostly just want the floor break so he falls over. Oh yeah. You go and cheatsy diddle. Eat in a place where I can't attack you back, really. Good job, kitty cats. Posted a screenshot on Discord of your paladin. Ooh. Let me have a peek. Dude, it's got such an old-timey look. It's so good. Oh, man. Absolutely wild. Even if I didn't play games at that point in time, it is incredibly nostalgic. Very nice. Very nice. I like your shield. Game's poggers, to be honest. Nice. Part of me is tempted by it to a large degree. But I don't know if I'll ever like get the same reaction out of it, you know, because it's not, like I said earlier, it's not a thing I have experienced. So I don't think it's going to elicit that same sort of nostalgic imbued joy. I mean, I can't purchase any ink at the moment anyway. It's very hard to justify purchasing a game when I am moving countries. This is a large expense. Unless it's specifically for the sake of doing the stream, then I'm like, fine. Have they combined into the same area? Or not here? No, I think he's injured. Maybe. Or no, he's not. Huh. I think he's gonna go on top. The thing I was tempted to get is it Valkyria Chronicles? Which is a tactical game. Mostly just because it was like £3. That one I feel like I can justify. Because it was 60% off. It's the way a bit awkward. Valkyria Chronicles on sale. And the new Dynasty Warriors was on sale as well. that it was like 20% off, and it's like a 70 fucking pound game, so functionally did not make that much of a fucking difference. Jesus, don't disappoint you now. I believe. Let luck be in your favor. Man, it really is like one monster's nicking all the health on these quests. Has it gone down into, yeah. Unfortunately, where the other... My friend. Man, that does not seem positive. Another ring you don't need. Sounds exactly like the RNG life right there. Could you leave, please, Congalalo? That is not the one I want to kill. Not yet, at least. Oh my god, the insta-charge. Insta-charge 50% of your health. Welcome to G-Rank. You're fighting a fucking Congalala. Oh no, the urgent quest is Syringios. Did I get Frozen Seaway at this tier? Oh yeah, it's just Volcanic Hollow and Heaven's Mount that I don't get. Yeah. Heaven's Mount. That's not an early game map in this game. So I will unlock more monsters in this tier. Zamtrios, Lagombi, Kazu, Red Kazu. Tiger Stripe. Is there anything else in the ice that's like relatively weak early? I don't think so. Ooh. Hello. I need to kill you. Actually. piercing claws, and I do believe you're going to be my source for them. That you are. Cool. Don't believe I need the fangs at all, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to run down here. So he has to leave the vines and stop being annoying as hell. Lovely and manipulable. Come on, friendo. I can't dodge that, yeah. I might have been able to spin slash out of the way, but I just didn't have time to even put in the input before he was up. You're really making me want to play a game where you can sort of like kill enemies, kill bosses in that way now. Human Harvest, and they have like predetermined drops. You know what you like about it? What's that? Speak to NPCs first, because there's no markers. Oh! Ye olden times. Very good. I have a very vivid image of a game that I can't play anymore, but I used to play it when I was younger, with Florencia. Of like standing down in this like specific canyon area and just killing a boss on loop until I got the drop that I wanted from it. I can perfectly envision it in my mind. You're really like putting that desire to do that into my mind right now. It's a shame the game is like fucking dead, because they turned it into a pay-to-win store piece of shit. But shit, you know, Florencia? Florencia's great. Very fun game. Played 4 stories. I don't know what that is. I'm afraid. I was very young, so I don't really remember anything. This was maybe like 15, 14. So, you know, 15 or 14 years ago. Half my life ago at this point. Now I just want to play RuneScape again. Just when the RuneScape desire had vaguely left me. Now I just want to play RuneScape. Oh damn. Never-ending cycle. It's up to you two. Back them up. Just you actually, Ty. Yeah, throw that boomerang at him. You missed completely. Don't really want to go stand in the poison. I still have that wonderful time memory in my head in that game when I dodged like the entire skill that one of my friends used on me when we were doing like little mock PvP for countries. He was so Your goal is to get all specific equipment pieces and skills to be an off-tank. Very nice. Off-tank is fun. Tank is a good mod. These double monster ones are fucking me up in terms of health, dude. The things you need resistance and defense. Oh, for magic. Please. Yourself 2 added mace. Oh, very nice. That is what you wanted to rock as well, right? Was a 2-handed paladin. Feels very appropriately paladin-y to have a mace as well. Instead of a sword for some reason. I don't know why that always feels more paladin. It's not. It's far more. Stop it! Yeah, of course, he hits me. Be like playing a 2-handed frontliner. Basically perfectly suited for off-tank then, right? 2-handed frontliner. Because the 2-handed itself gives you a pretty good chunk of damage usually. And then you can just wear like heavy armor and a little bit of mixed stat allocation that has that. The buffs from the priests and mages, you're good to go, yep. think probably the thing that I've had the most fun playing that I can think of in any MMO is an off support, which is just weird, but it worked quite well. I guess less of a support, but like an off healer, because I didn't have any buffs. I just did damage or healed. Weird shit. Very enjoyable though. Don't have to focus on buff cooldowns, just healing people when it's required, and otherwise I just do damage myself. People tend to forget how good breed can be, yeah. I think the thing that a lot of people forget is typically when it comes to a priest, if they have damage abilities in their kit, those damage abilities scale with everything that they would normally logically scale anyway, right? Whereas if you're like a frontliner and you want to do damage, you're probably going to have to like spec into strength instead of, you know, your defensive stats. But if you're a priest, you're probably just speccing magic regardless. At which point your damage does more damage. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hit like a fucking goddamn truck. If we assume all of the priest skills are wisdom based, then allocate 90% of your points of wisdom. Yeah, exactly. If mana's a different stat, there might be some mana allocation as well. Maybe some hit points or something, just to make sure you don't get wiped out by AoEs. But it is almost always all in wisdom. And then all of your shit gets better. Your heals, your buffs, your damage if you got any. Frontliner, you need to invest about 60 points into strength and the rest into endurance. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Bravo! Obviously, you're not going to stand up to the wizard, who is also following the same logic of just dumping all of their stats into intelligence. And exclusively has probably damage abilities, with maybe like 1 or 2 free buffs. But still, you can do a surprising amount of output. I always really enjoy that. And depending on the game, if your kit has a lot of self-healing in it, you actually kind of become quite the arsehole with PvP as well, right? If all of your healing spells are like target and you're allowed to be the target, all of a sudden you are a nightmare to kill. If they don't have long channels. That's why in some game paladins are frickin' busted. Yeah, yeah. Because paladins also get self-healing. Well, hey. Imagine if we just combined a frontliner with a priest. Paladins. Good old paladins. Also, I hope it works for you, Mace. Fingers crossed. Touch on, lay on hands, yeah. Touch on hands. Yeah, lay on hands is 5 hit points per paladin level. And you can choose to distribute them as you wish, but that might not be how it works in Baldur's Gate. Call it poke of healing, yeah. D&D Paladins and nuts, you smite your way for everything. That's actually what I really don't like about D&D Paladins, is that they're really boring, because it's just smite. Everything is just smite. Spell smite. Oh, I could cast, like, Shield of Faith, smite. Oh, do you reckon you could do, like, Lesser Smite? Okay. Never mind. I mean, you're not really a paladin, right, Mace? You're a warlock who has like one level in paladin, no? 2 levels in paladin. Multi-classing gets weirder because you use it for a different purpose. I mean, like, true paladin. You are a paladin. You fully respec into paladin. Yo, nice. I am very sorry to inform you that your best option in terms of damage is just to completely ignore your spell slot. 23 AC is fucking delicious, though. It makes me very happy. I think 24 AC at level 1 is the highest that I've ever seen before. Play a dragon. Dragonborn? Dragonkin? No, they are called Dragonborn. Dude, Skyrim ruined Dragonborn. That's all I can think of. I really like, even though they're not very good, I really love the breath ability for the Dragonborns. It's just fun. Yours is fire. I'm a particular fan of lightning, I think. Or acid, if you can have that. I can't remember. Those two are the ones I enjoy. Does green have acid? I think it does. There's an option to play a half-orc. You'll play a half-orc. I mean, in D&D, you can always play a half-orc, right? quite a fan of healths myself, half elves. It's a built-in AoE, which has saved you, yes. Yeah, the lightning one is a line instead of an AoE. The fire breath one's conical, right? Memory serves. I believe the fire and the poison ones are conical ones. Half elves are one of the three you don't think looks like shit. I like half elves because you get a little bit of the elf noise, like stuff that they have going on, but you don't have to be a colossal fucking arsehole about it the whole time. Which is just unfortunately, seemingly how elves are written into every piece of fantasy ever. To sum up their entire race into superiority complex in every piece of media. You hate high elves to the bottom of your heart. Jesus fucking Christ, Mace. That's concerning, my man. If Yankee were part of that. Yeah, the Gif Yankee kind of suck. Hey, at least there's the Gif Zerai, that's good. Although I don't know if the Gif Zerai are in. Someone took a hostage. Just told the hostage, take it the fuck off. Unless they were bluffing, she's dead. Whoopsie. Does she give Yankee? Oh yeah, I suppose the thing that tethers you all together isn't necessarily like just existence, isn't it? Just like stuff going on. There's some shenanigans. Yeah, I was just trying to understand why a Gif Yankee would ever be with the party in that game. But there's some elephant shit going on, right? You got babies in your brain. Elephants are why the GIF are the way that they are. Unfortunately, the GIF Yankee are somehow too fucking stupid to realize that they're creating themselves. again. If Ball Escape follows normal D&D logic on that one anyway. Which, considering the amount you despise them, it probably does. One more and he should stay up. Oh, no, he's doing that. Okay. Don't you absolute fuck. Mining Trilville, congrats, congrats. I mean, it's not really down the drain, is it? You've given yourself infinite resources of some. It's not down the drain at all. Invested, Hedgie. 700 blocks invested. God damn it, you still not got it? On another kill? Another ring of clarity and sleeves, but not the breastplate. You gave the ring away to your other teammate's sleeves. You got to sell. Really not having any luck, huh? That's booby. You still need to make an ore sorter and then automatic ore processing. If you want to automate the full thing, yeah, but you already at least have infinite ore of those types, right? You just don't have it being made not incredibly inconvenient. You can trade for monster materials. Ooh, that might be how I get the thingy-majiggy. Sorting just on the rock you mine and okay. Mod packs are fucking miserable. How could I be so silly as to forget? I feel like This has been an incredibly quick 2 hours and 20 minutes, and also incredibly slow at the same time. And it's confusing my brain. I've done so much, but also like so little. You're frenzied, huh? I don't think I paid attention to that. So it keeps selling the auction. Yeah, you might just be able to buy them, right? Or do you want to get them from the drop? Do you want that self-satisfaction? The Iron Man. Well, I suppose it wouldn't be an Iron Man if you're using the auction anyway. Oh. You're assuming it costs around 1k or 1.5k gold. Is that a lot for you at the moment? Oh, good heal. Oh, then I wasted it. You just do a triple? You know, for some reason I completely... 5,000? That's a lot over your estimate. I think you need to go back to farming drops, human harvest. Chainmail drop is also around 8,000. It's the same boss. Well, if you get that one, then you can sell it and buy the thing you want. Dude, I literally cannot heal at any point here. I need to leave. With both of them in the same area, I just can't heal. He's injured. Let me grab this, and then I can follow him into the area he's going into. Don't. Okay, good. I thought normal Celtus was about to go the same way then and be annoying. That triple rush is really hard to get my head around. He's got that. I keep positioning myself for the double. I don't think it's worth trying to. Yeah, it wasn't. Knock him out of the frenzy. What's the rest of that sentence? How much do your sleeves sell for, Human Harvest? If you kept doing it, would it at least be like some sort of appreciable gain towards being able to purchase it? You can do two things at once, you know? Same thing with the ring, right? It's worth a decent amount. Good shit. You. It's value at 850. So it's good then. You only need to get 5 of them, then you're sorted, right? Just the way you do, you know, in Minecraft. All those underground steam pipes. Fucking mods, man. To be fair, one of my favorite things. Massive quarries using the power of oil. There's also trains, but the drill's 10 blocks away. Yeah, that doesn't really seem hyper worth it. To build an entire train network to go 10 blocks. $100? Even then, it's sorry, not really. Not really, right? If it was like 1,000, then yeah, maybe. Different logistics probably. Simply dig the hole yourself. The hole's killed all of us. Hello, Zadie. Have you been reading the that one Japanese dude's thing? Junji Ito? Is that it? This is my hole. Is that the one? Yes, it is. So fucked. So fucked up, man. 600? Yeah, that's worth it at that point. That's worth an investment. You did go down a rabbit hole of sorts. It was all related to holes. People like digging holes. People like digging holes. That's a very unequivocally true statement. People have killed themselves by digging holes. Anyway. Including just on beaches. Fun fact. It's not fun at all. No wonder the game about digging holes seemingly sold really well. Yeah. People love to do it just straight down as well, even against all advice. It's an ash cat. Nice. I don't really want to use my ice weapons. Maybe I'll just use raw. Disgusting as that is. Roar against him, and then maybe water for berserk. Not sure what berserk's weak to either. Strip Saros at the top. Send that bit to the side. It's a bit of a crappy monster to fight here. Because of the way he flies around. He can be a wee bit hard to track without the Psycho Serum. Oh yeah, he can store his lightning in his crest. Dude, I always forget about that. They actually made purple, like, somewhat interesting in G. Somewhat. Still out of Saros. How are you doing, by the way, Zane? It's good to have you. Well. was a case of a man digging a hole that was 130 feet deep in his kitchen. Then he died by falling into the very same hole. I mean, of all the places you're going to dig a 130-foot deep hole, why your kitchen? That's just poor choice. You gotta go do an absent-minded open fridge, closed fridge visit, and boom, you're in a hole. You doing well? Everyone is as well. We can look back. Don't really need this information, you need to do something with it and fun learning it. I just want to know what the man's motivation was. Why would you dig a 130-foot hole in your fucking kitchen? Your kitchen of all places. Digging a deep hole, I maybe understand the desire for, to some degree, but like, in your kitchen? How did they manage? It's a long distance. I have some proper equipment, though. I just have questions. Don't mind learning random little bits here and there. Someone disturbed the balloon, which makes me kind of sad. Some articles you read say you believe there was some gold underneath the kitchen. Others he believed the spirit told him that. Yeah, that does tinge it with some sadness. And make sense as to the maybe lack of rationale to a degree. Very well may have been right. Keeping up. Probably never gonna get there with home equipment. Right? Very nice. Maybe it was gold down. I mean, there very well might have been gold down there, but what range are most gold mines at? It's pretty low, right? Like thousands of feet? 1,000 feet or so? It's at like X30 or so. I don't think that logic works here. Between 1,200 and 4,500 meters. At least for one subsection of gold deposits. The deepest gold mine is open at 4 kilometers now. So, like, there might have been, but you ain't getting that far, right? That just ain't gonna happen. Weirdly, I want to play Terraria now. Which feels somehow insensitive. The meme of the guy mining and giving out just before getting to the treasure. That's not gold, that's diamonds or crystals or whatever the fuck. Some sort of gemstone. Silly. Clearly an entirely different one. Sorry, why? Yeah, imagine if you had to go to X50 specifically to find gold. It's just in one straight fucking chunk. It's just pure gold. Sorry. This very specific spot in rural Uzbekistan, yeah. Does Uzbekistan have a gold mine? There's a gold mine somewhere in that region of the world, right? I don't know where it is today. It's probably multiple. Even you feel strangely compelled to dig a hole. There's something enjoyable about digging holes. The lizard brain, baby. Yay, avian salvo. I need them. I dig myself into a hole every time I try and hit on you. No comment. Must be pretty deep down there, by the way. By now. Is it getting warm yet? Shouldn't have just provided a tracking. Hey! Thank you very much, Rachel. I appreciate it immensely. I hope you continue to enjoy the Atlas experience, where I die atrociously to monsters more than I should do. How's the challenge go, CEO of Cephadrome Gypseros 8? I don't know if I would consider myself that, but you know what? I'm willing to receive the title. It's going good, thank you, Lasso. I'm in G rank. I am in G rank. How amazing is that? Charge blade is so much stronger when you grow out the Syad spam and use Broke. In 4U specifically, yeah, AED is busted in this game. Disgustingly busted. Incredibly powerful weapon. You found the void? Oh shit. They still spawn you with jack shit in the middle of bumfuck nowhere? Yes. Although by the time that you get to G rank, if you're not bringing your own supplies, quite frankly, that's on you. Good evening, Griggle. How are you? Does the CEO play? No. The CEO has played this game. A singular time. We did, I think, 2 or 3 streams of it together. And then they were done. You play Monster Hunter to hunt monsters, not to farm honey. Unfortunately, when you play a game, you have to interact with the facets of the game. The honey is part of it. Just kind of have to deal with it. I would rather not have to mess with all that shit as well, to be honest, but if it means we get to have better hunts, then we gotta do it, right? they spit on you too? Weirdly, I think they might just be doing that to you. They don't do that to me. At least there's no Google GPS on the monsters. Yeah, it's preferable. Rise isn't a good game. Rise is just a different gameplay style. Rise just wants you to be in and out of all of the action and combat as quickly. That's the difference. It's all at once. It does it. Oh boy, does it do it. You get to fight very quickly. I've played Wilds, how is it? Personally, I didn't enjoy it. I think it's kind of in between, gameplay speed-wise, between World and Rise. And World is on, like, the absolute top end of gameplay speed that's acceptable for me. So I didn't have a great time with it. Personally, I think it's an unfinished game. So I would not really recommend that anyone plays it until all of the title updates have happened. But otherwise, it's quite fun, combat-wise. It's enjoyable. You just got World, it was on sale. Nice. Is the Clutch Claw as bad as people say design-wise? As bad as people say, no. It does suck. It is quite bad. But it's really not that bad. To the extent of which people go on about it all the time. The thing that's really poopy about it is it completely trivializes low rank and high rank if you use it in those two ranks, because they're not designed with it in mind whatsoever. And in G rank, it becomes almost like a required mechanic to use it if you want fights to be any sort of like reasonable speed. Because instead of like making the mechanic reward you, they basically make it so that not using the mechanic is a direct punishment. And all hit zone values are just straight up worse than they would have been otherwise. However, like N10 has just said, if you prefer the hunts to go on for a little bit longer anyway, it's kind of a good thing. Because you'll actually spend time in Master Rank trying to kill things. Instead of just breezing through everything. Hello, Sail. Welcome. The Clutch Claw is your enemy. You never got the hang of it. Yeah, it kind of sucks on some weapons a lot more compared to others as well. Like, it's really good on Dual Blades and Sword and Shield because they have good combos that come out of it. But on a lot of the other light weapons, it's just miserable. And on the heavy weapons, sometimes it can be really hard. find an opening. Flag as a crime, though? It is. It is a crime. You hold on till I spawn defender weapons and the defender armor, yeah, good. Good. You've got the important stuff there. That's the problem with new gimmicks. You feel like if you make the mechanic not good, people don't use it. If it's good, then the game just revolves around it. Yeah, exactly. That is the issue. I mean, that's kind of how 4U works, to be honest. Like, everyone just spams mounts and insect glaive and charge blade. Because they're the new things and they're like busted strong in this game. How's charge blade in World? I don't know how it was played in Rise, so I can't answer that one. I didn't play it in Rise. It will be more similar to Rise than it will be to 4U, though. I imagine in all likelihood. Switch Axe better than Syed? I mean, that's impossible to compare, right? They're separate weapons? Depends what you like about Syed. I think that's Savage Axe. Can't say on that one either because I don't use Savage Axe. I just Syed. Iceborne Charge Blade is perfect. It's very fun. I think. Is playing without Palicos viable in World? It's viable in every game since Palicos were introduced. There is never a game in which you need to play with Palicos. Savage Axe and AED / counter AED playstyles with the head. Snipe is your favourite way to play the weapon. Rise is either Savage Axe spam or spamming counters to insta-charge Syed. Rise is kind of incomparable to any other game in the new games, in the same way the GU is kind of incomparable to any of the older games, though. Like, you can't really logic them to each other because of the way the mechanics work. Because they are functionally built around the styles. You replay World with Gunlance? Gunlance is not okay. My particular playstyle gets kind of punished out in later ranks, but it's very enjoyable weapon. One big problem, only big problem with 4U is that dual expeditions suck. They only flee if you can't kill them quickly enough. It's a lot more lenient to Rise because she was always aware it was never going to be like World and you were okay. You're not okay with the same thing being World. You already had Rise, you don't need Rise 2. It's a bit slower but wearing the skin of World. Fair enough. For me, like maybe it's not a good comparison to make at all, but Rise and Wilds are a little bit like being addicted to something. If you're constantly playing it and you're like constantly enjoying it all the time, then it remains really fun. But as soon as you stop doing it for a while and then you try and like do it again, you're just like, man, like what? Huh? What was going on? I didn't enjoy this at all. Because they're built around that kind of like endless, constant, get back in there, do it, get back in there, more, endless more. I don't feel like you ever really have a time to break. Yeah, exactly. Like, we're not the right people to talk about it, you know? From the Monster Hunter series, Lazo, or in general? Because from Monster Hunter, at least I don't think it will happen. General? There's remasters of a few things, I think. But nothing comes to my mind. I didn't really play a ton of games on the 3DS other than Monster Hunter, to be honest. Play the game more if they didn't have an endgame loot like the one Wilds already has. It really is just a shame that even a half decent Artisan weapon is better in every way compared to the non-weapons. Sole exception of Gunlance. I mean, there's a few weapons, right? Played base game Rise more than you did Wilds. Rise had no endgame. I personally do not understand why high rank needs an endgame. Because high rank isn't the endgame. And also, I think it did have an endgame. The decos. The deco farming is the endgame, right? Farming to get all the decos to set yourself up for G rank, that's your endgame. If you want one, if you want to like try and actively find one. That's what I did with base Rise. Got myself 5 evasion decos, got evade extender, speed eating, expert, crit element, crit boost. Because World was a pretty good example of why a high rank endgame is just not relevant. It became instantaneously pointless. As soon as you went into Master Rank. All of the, like, honing that you've done, and the, like... armor, equipment upgrades, uncapped that you did, as soon as you got into Master Rank, it was immediately rendered null. You don't need one. One thing you genuinely do miss from 4U is that most village key quests had some excuses as to why they're important story-wise. Yeah, that's fair. So the story is relevant. Resident Evil relevant. Sweet. Didn't realize there was so many. Did stories get remade? Oh, stories went out on Android, right? Actually. Stories on PC. Stories 1? Huh. Not on Steam? Oh my god, it is. Crazy. How did I get the map on the main screen? It's just one of the choices you make right at the start of the game. If you're new to the game, it gives you gives you a choice of like if you're new to the game or if you're experienced. And the experienced option has the map on the main screen. The new option doesn't. I don't know if you can change it after that point because I've never ever selected the new option. You'd have to just peep through the options. I'm just going to be right back real quick. I just need to run to the loo. Give me a sec. was a very conveniently timed ad break ending. Hello. Oh, God. I've lost my 3DS capture. There it is. I really need to move these around. Just drag this up top. Just delete this one. This does not need to be. There we go. Just gonna quickly just do this while I remember to do it right now. There we go. Now I've got all the freaking captures I actually need at the top of the goddamn thing. Cool. Berserk, I think water is very good. How is stories on PC? When did that happen? When did that happen, and did someone tell me about that and I just forgot? For some reason I don't feel like I've heard about that until this moment. It's kind of cool. This is trade materials, but I don't have to do it because it's not new monsters. I've already fought Ketcher and Ash Ketcher. Why is there so many flies? Miserable. Go away. Go away. Stop harassing. Subquest is to break his jaw, right? Also, I spawned at camp, which is just really strange. This is the biggie. This quest, this is the one that will wall many people in this rank. This is the first part, and then the second part is Tiger Stripe. The two quests that fuck people up in G1 in this game. I feel like I'm being swarmed by flying things. They're everywhere. Good hits. Give me... Nope. Nice dodge. Really hoping he's weak. Truly just cannot. As if he's not, my damage is going to be very low here. 150 through raw. I could have had 220 and better sharpness. really want to get his face break because I'm definitely going to need it. Twice, probably. No, I'm losing that mount. Gotta remember that I'm in G now. I can't get greedy at the start of mounts. I have to make sure that it's safe before I start stabbing away. Or I will lose them. I think the Tetsu weapon has like a normal Tetsu upgrade and then a Berserk upgrade, which needs an All-Fire Stone as well. I wanna remember. I'm not 100% sure on that though. Nope. Good. Really needed that little bit of demon, otherwise it's going to be kind of in an awkward spot. Hey, Yushin. Welcome. Yushin. Apologise if I said that incorrect. What is my rank? I'm not sure what my hunter rank is exactly, but I'm currently in G 1 star. And below 100. I think I might be like 80, high 80s, low 90s. $91. Is what my rank is? That actually hit me from there? This is really risky, but I want to try and get the 3 head damage while I can. It might kill me. Oh, I'm okay. Nope, hit the wall. That's why it hit me before, okay. Leave. Flies. As I said, Berserk Tetsu. He will be a make or break here. He is very hard to deal with. You're on Wild Hunt and stuff now? Nice. You gonna do gun lance for the whole playthrough, like you said, Hedgie? Or are you just on a higher level save, just playing a little bit of gun lance funsies? You are going? Hell yeah. I wish you luck. It is a very, very enjoyable one, in my opinion, the gun lance playthrough in that game. Same thing with a lance playthrough, they just give a very different experience against a lot of the monsters, but gun lance more so. Since lance has so much fucking mobility in that game. Okay, cool. This rock's really exploded, just like strange intervals sometimes, huh? I feel like I can't predict it. Of course, now there's a million flies in the room, I'm just super fucking itchy. Away from my goddamn eyeballs, man. Crazy fucking things. Hey, Sage, how you doing? Good. Good. Boogie? Quite. Agreed. You will not tolerate any hand as well. It's not slander to say that she's incompetent. That's the only problem I've got against her. That's just the truth. I'm not doing very well here. Especially since I don't really think he's that close to death. He hits like such a truck. It's crazy. Look at that damage. One hit. It barely worked, but it still started loads when I had to load anything else in, so rip. Oh no. That's a shame. Your faith for that areas. Yeah, I mean like the final area wouldn't work, right? All the particle effects and all that stuff. Would be terrible. Didn't feel stable yet. That's the important bit. Not what the counter says, but how it feels, right? Like what you have with World, but worse. And anywhere in a house, you round a corner, you see the void for a split second. Yeah, that's not playable. Was he injured? Okay. Goody. I got 6 megas to close this out with. I have not been playing well. This boy is a fucking nightmare. Get off me. Fucking things. Wondering if I just want to cap him instead, which I think I'm gonna do. Although, I've only had one fight. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the kill. If I die again, then I can go for the kill. So, you're not gonna tell me you still don't have it, are you? You got 33% experience until you ding. And you think that's doable until you get the drop. Still going. So sweet. Good idea. Instead of smashing your face into it non-stop. Oh, thank fuck. Good. Good. Bloody hell. Made that harder than it friggin' needed to be, man. Give me an avian stout bone, please. Oh, no, okay, you're not gonna die in time because I missed that spin slash. Unfortunately. they all left? They left me alone? I don't see any anymore. It's too good to be true. I don't believe that for a second. Oh, there's one. Sitting on the cabinet right fucking next to me. Oh, Plum Daimyo. Lagombi Nasilla, Tiger Stripe, Tidal, and then a Rathian Red Kazu quest. Cool. Technically, I'm going to have to solo that double Zone Trios, aren't I? That's kind of painful. Bum, 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 bum. The CPU is happy to feel the joy of some 80 attempts. Oh, Jesus. Thing is being pushed, eh? Oh, well, I could conveniently do that one that I accidentally scrolled too early, and that's a really good weapon to be able to upgrade. Very nice. Very, very nice. The salamanders? Yes. I need Agnactor stuff, which I don't think I can get until the next ring. Well, this also needs some Berserk Tetsus. And that's one of the ones that ends. That's the end of its life. It finishes there. Which is really, really nice. Okie doke. That is going to be for you for today. I am going to go on a break here for a moment. It's probably going to be a bit longer today, 20-25 minutes or so, because I have some food to eat, and I also have a fuckload of flies to slaughter. So I'll be back in a little bit longer than I normally am with it. See you in a second.